What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, January 17th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. A 6-episode docuseries called James Cameron's Story of Science Fiction is to air on AMC in 2018. Cameron is the Oscar-winning filmmaker behind numerous classic sci-fi films like The Terminator, Aliens, The Abyss, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and Avatar. Cameron said in a statement, "When I was a kid, I basically read any book with a spaceship on the cover, and I saw 2001 Space Odyssey many, many times. The movie inspired me to become a filmmaker. I like the special effects, but I really love the ideas and the questions behind them. How will the world end? Will technology destroy us? What does it mean to be human? Those are subjects sci-fis have never been able to tackle." With this series, we're going back to the origins of sci-fi, following the DNA of these ideas back to the source. Without Jules Verne and H.G. Wells, there wouldn't have been Ray Bradbury or Robert A. Heinlein, and without them, there wouldn't be George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Ridley Scott, or me. As a filmmaker who specializes in science fiction, I'm interested in exploring the struggles and the triumphs that brought these incredible stories to life, and see how art imitates life, as well as how science fiction imitates and sometimes informs science. Joe Stillerman, the president of original programming and development for AMC and Sundance TV, says James Cameron is one of the greatest filmmakers of our time, and his films have literally defined the genre of science fiction for this generation and generations to come. As we continue to pursue event documentary series at AMC that our viewers are passionate about, it's hard to imagine a better fit to explore the rich history of this genre than Mr. Cameron. He's a consummated entertainer, a scholar, and an explorer. We're incredibly fortunate to be working with him and the amazing team at Left Right on this endeavor. Crackle released a 2-minute teaser trailer for its upcoming caper series Snatch. Set to be streaming online March 16th, the 1-hour drama is based on Guy Ritchie's cult classic 2000 film by the same name. A message accompanied the clip on YouTube promises the show will offer, quote, the action, gangster mentality, heist, and rapid-fire dialogue of its source material, which is also set in Britain's criminal underworld. The new version stars Rupert Grint, Luke Pasqualino, Lucien Lavishcourt, Mark Warren, Stephanie Leondis, Phoebe Danier, Juliette Aubrey, Tamer Hassan, Doug Ray Scott, and Ed Westwick. Friday's video clip introduced many of their characters. AMC and the BBC say they're teaming up again with the Ink Factory to adapt another John Le Carré novel for the small screen. Set in 1962, The Spy Who Came In From the Cold is being distributed internationally as a limited series by Paramount. Academy Award-winning screenwriter Simon Beaufoy is penning the program. No casting has yet been announced. Le Carré said in a statement, "I'm very excited by the project and having great confidence in the team." Joe Stillerman, the president of original programming and development for AMC and Sundance TV, says John Le Carré is one of the master storytellers of our time, and to have the opportunity once again to put his page to our screen is an absolute privilege. Spy is a deep tale of intrigue in one of the most uncertain times in history. We're very much looking forward to continuing our great partnership with Ink Factory and BBC as well as Paramount Picture. Piers Wagner, controller of BBC Drama, remarked, "Following the huge global success of The Night Manager, it is a privilege to announce that John Le Carré will return to the BBC One with one of the best spy thrillers ever written." Adapted by Simon Beaufoy, The Spy Who Came In From the Cold is utterly timely in its evocation of the Cold War period, and we're thrilled to be working with the Ink Factory and AMC again to bring this seminal novel to the screen for another unmissable drama series for BBC One. CBS says in its new anthology-style comedy, The Guest Book is slated to premiere in August. Press Notes explains the Guest Book emerged from writer-producer Greg Garcia's habit of writing fictitious stories in the guest books of various rental cabins in an effort to freak out the next renters. Now he is bringing some of those stories to life on screen, centering on the vacation home Froggy Cottage and its visitors. While the house and cast of characters living in this small mountain town remain the same, each episode will feature a different set of vacationing guests. Joining the cast of the 10-episode series is Life Goes On ER and Army Wives alum Kellie Martin. The actress will play Kimberly Leahy, a police officer in the small town of Mount Trace. The show's ensemble also includes Charlie Robinson, Aloma Wright, Carly Gibson, Lou Wilson, Garrett Dillahunt, Laura Bell Bundy, and Eddie Steeps. Among the guest stars expected to appear throughout the season are Danny Pudi, Jenna Fisher, Tommy Dewey, Lauren Lapkus, Michaela Watson, Mary Lynn Rabiscoop, Michael Rappaport, Katie McCucci, Jamie Presley, Stockard Channing, Andrew J. West, John Ortiz, David Sayers, Shannon Woodward, Margot Martindale, and Stephanie Weir. TNT has renewed Good Behavior, its thriller starring Michelle Dockery, Juan Diego Bolto, Terry Kinley, and Luisa Struss for a second season to debut in the fall. Sarah Aubrey, the executive vice president of original programming for TNT, said in a statement, "Fueled by unsinkable characters on a dangerous search for belonging, love, and family, Good Behavior is addictive television. Millions of viewers have fallen hard for this sexy, complicated couple, and in season 2, Letty and Javier will give us plenty more to obsess about." Good Behavior is executive produced by writer-showrunner Chad Hodge and author Blake Crouch. The show follows a thief and con artist whose life is always one wrong turn or one bad decision from implosion. The synopsis reads: Actress Priyanka Chopra took to Twitter to express her gratitude to fans who wished her well after she was injured on the set of Quantico last week. Chopra was briefly hospitalized after she suffered a concussion Thursday, reportedly while performing a stunt. Her representative said she was released and at home resting. Chopra tweeted, "Thank you for all your warm thoughts and well wishes. I will be okay, and I'm looking forward to getting back to work as soon as I can." And she signed off with the much heart emoji. Thank you for all the warm thoughts and well wishes. Taraji P. Henson says Katherine Johnson, the real NASA scientist she plays in Hidden Figures, didn't dwell on how unjustly she was treated at the beginning of her career. Henson recently told reporters in New York that she questioned Johnson about the racism and sexism she faced daily among her peers and supervisors in the 1960 space program. Henson recalled asking Johnson, "How as a black woman did you do it?" Her response was they were misogynistic, and I'm sure you got called the N-word. And she was just like, "Well, you know, it's just was the way it was. That was the way it was. I just did my job. I wanted to do my job." She was so humble, and she would always use we. And I'm like, in my mind, no, Catherine, it was you. It was your mind alone that got astronaut John Glenn to orbit the Earth. He didn't say, "Go get so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so." He said, "Go get that smart girl." So it was you. But the fact that she sees the we and I blew me away. Henson says she was also inspired by Johnson's lifelong passion for math. She said, "The way I light up when I get asked questions about acting is the way her eyes dance when she talks about math and how she wanted people to fall in love with numbers the way she loved them. If I had a teacher like that, I could have been a rocket scientist." If there was not an understanding when I was growing up, no one ever said to me, "You can't do math because you're a girl." But there was an understanding. You just grew up as a girl thinking math and science are for boys. Somebody lied to me because this woman existed. All these women existed. So that to me made it my mission to do this film because I didn't want another girl to grow up believing the myth or the lie. Co-starring Octavia Spencer, Janelle Monáe, Kevin Costner, and Jim Parsons, Hidden Figures is currently the #1 movie in North America. Janina Gavankar says Diana Thomas, the Department of Homeland Security agent she plays on Sleepy Hollow, is no shrieking violet. Speaking to reporters recently at New York Comic Con, the actress praised the history-spinning Supernatural show's writing-producing team for its record of empowering its female characters. Gavankar said, "Our writers are feminists, and I think that is pretty apparent. When I took my first meeting with them, they were speaking my language. They were never trying to write a shrinking violet. This is a Marine, and she has done 2 tours, and it takes a real solid career to become an agent at the DHS, and they take that seriously." Gavankar didn't want to give too much away about her character, but she did reveal one other important facet of this multi-dimensional woman. The 36-year-old Illinois native said she's also a mother, and like any mother, her priority in this lifetime is to keep her daughter safe and turn her into into a feminist badass. Co-starring Tom Wilson and Lindy Greenwood, Sleepy Hollow airs Friday nights on Fox. Gavankar joined the show in its current fourth season after the departure of original cast member Nicole Bahari, who played the demon-battling police detective Abby Mills. Former late-night talk show hosts Craig Ferguson and Jay Leno will face off on Thursday's edition of Lip Sync Battle. Spike released a preview of Ferguson taking a performance of ABBA's Take a Chance on Me Monday. The message accompanied the clip on YouTube. Craig Ferguson wins our hearts with the beautiful kitty cat dress for ABBA's Take a Chance on Me. Trust me, it gets even weirder. See for yourself when he joins Jay Leno for a new lip sync battle. What song Leno will perform remains a mystery for the time being. Some of Broadway's brightest stars are preparing to headline a show Friday called Concert for America. The event will take place the same day Republican Donald Trump is sworn in as the President of the United States in Washington, D.C. Confirmed to perform in New York are Betty Buckley, Andrea Martin, Stephanie Mills, Jesse Mueller, Brian Stokes-Mitchell, Bebe Neuwirth, Rosie O'Donnell, Kelly O'Hara, Billy Porter, and Chita Rivera. The show is to take place at the Town Hall in Manhattan. It will be streaming on Facebook Live. Its website described the event as a star-studded benefit concert highlighting the diversity and hope that is America at its best. Donations will be evenly split among Planned Parenthood, NAACP, the Sierra Club Foundation, the Southern Poverty Law Center, and National Immigration Law Center, the website noted. Country music star Blake Shelton has been booked to perform at the People's Choice Awards ceremony in Los Angeles Wednesday. Confirmed to attend at the Van-voted prize presentation are Kristen Bell, Ellen DeGeneres, Robert Downey Jr., Tom Hanks, Boris Kajoji, Matt LeBlanc, Jennifer Lopez, Bill Paxton, Tyler Perry, Adam Rodriguez, John Stamos, Willard Valderrama, and Kerry Washington. The gala will air on CBS with the great indoor star Joel McHale hosting. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1966, NBC Television greenlights The Monkees. The inspiration came from the Beatles, the financing came from Screen Gems, the music came from Don Kirshner, and the stars came from an exhaustive audition process that began with this ad in a daily variety in September 1965. Madness auditions folk and rock singers for acting roles in a new TV series, running parts for four insane boys ages 17 to 21. The ad drew more than 400 young men to the office of Bob Rafelson and Bert Schneider, the young Hollywood producing team that would later make Easy Rider, but who for now were trying to milk the establishment ran into the fight. They spent the next 4 months shooting, cutting, marketing, testing, recutting, and remarketing testing a comedy pilot they hoped would land them a television deal. They got the green lit on January 17, 1966, when the NBC ordered 32 episodes of The Monkees for its upcoming fall season. The next 8 months were a bit of a whirlwind for Rafelson and Schneider, for the team of songwriters and studio musicians assembled by Don Kirshner, and not least for the four insane boys chosen to become the Monkees. Mickey Dolenz had never played a drum prior to being cast as Mickey, and Peter Tork and Mike Nesmith had no acting experience prior to becoming Peter and Mike. Davy Jones was already a triple threat in the areas of acting, singing, and being cute, but it had never been Rafelson and Schneider's intentions to find such an all-around professional. Schneider explained to the press ahead of the NBC premiere of The Monkees in September 1966, "We wanted guys who could play themselves. We didn't even look at actors, and we didn't look for experienced rock and roll groups." The strategy, and indeed the entire grand scheme behind The Monkees, succeeded beyond all expectations. Not only did the television show find success against formidable competition in its time slot from Gilligan's Island, but the group that was a made-for-television knockoff of the Beatles soon had actual records that were outselling the Beatles themselves. Vincent Campy, the New York Times, foresaw the commercial success of Rafelson and Schneider's creation the moment he witnessed the reaction of a crowd of preteen girls during a promotional appearance by the Monkees just 3 days before their network debut. The Monkees appeared yesterday afternoon at the Broadway. Canopy wrote, was just part of an elaboration campaign and to capture the teenage imagination. The thoroughness of the campaign, as shown yesterday, might prompt renewed debate on the age-old question of free will. Do these teenagers have a chance these days? And that is your entertainment report for Tuesday, January 17th, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.